Which of these 15 blue-collar jobs should you get into in 2025? Look, I'm going to be real with you. 2025 is the year to get into the trades. But here's the thing. Not all blue-collar jobs are created equal. Some will make you rich. Others will break your back for peanuts. I've been in this game for 3 decades. Started swinging a hammer as a union sheet metal apprentice when I was barely old enough to drink legally. Worked my way up to foreman, then said screw it and started my own HVAC company. 29 years in HVAC, and I've seen it all. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Today we're breaking down 15 blue-collar careers that are exploding in 2025. I'm going to tell you which ones pay the most, which ones have the best job security, which ones you should run from. No BS, no sugarcoating. Just a 50-year-old guy who's made every mistake in the book and somehow still has all of his fingers. Job number 1, HVAC technician. Let's start with what I know best, HVAC. Here's the dirty truth about heating and air conditioning. Everyone needs it. Everyone. Rich people, poor people, businesses, hospitals. When their AC breaks in July, you become their best friend real quick. Skills you need: basic electrical knowledge, problem-solving skills, and the ability to crawl through tight spaces without having a panic attack. What you'll make as an employee? $45K to $100K plus, depending on your area. As a contractor like me, sky's the limit. I've cleared 6 figures for the last 15 years straight. How to get in: trade school, apprenticeship, or start learning online and jump right into an entry-level position. Some companies will train you if you show up every day and aren't afraid to get dirty. The best part? People aren't exactly lining up to fix furnaces in January. Less competition means more money for you. Job number 2, electricians. These guys are living the dream. And I'm not just talking about job security. I'm talking about respect. Nobody messes with the person who controls the power. Nobody. The gig? Install, maintain, and repair electrical systems. Sounds simple until you're troubleshooting why half the building lost power and everyone's staring at you like you're supposed to be Superman. Skills needed: attention to detail, because mistakes can literally kill you. Steady hands, and the ability to read electrical diagrams that look like ancient hieroglyphics. The money? $50K to $100K plus as an employee. Master electricians running their own show? $100K to $400K plus, easy. Getting started: 4-year apprenticeship through the union or trade school, plus on-the-job training. Here's a fun fact. Electricians have one of the lowest employment rates in the country because guess what? Everything runs on electricity now. Speaking of getting started, hey everyone, if you're having some trouble deciding what trade career to choose, check out Course Careers. Talk to Coura. This is Course Careers' new AI career counselor. Coura will help you figure out if electrical work fits your goals, and then you can start the free intro course it suggests, just like students across multiple industries have used to break into high-paying careers fast without any experience or college degree. The intro course will show you exactly what the job is like and how to get hired within 4 to 12 weeks. I'll leave the link in my description and pinned in the comments below for you to check out. Job number 3, plumber. All right, let's talk plumbing. The job everyone makes jokes about, but nobody wants to do themselves, and that is exactly why plumbers make bank. When your toilet backs up at 8 a.m. on Christmas morning, you're not calling your college-educated cousin. You're calling a plumber and paying them whatever they ask. The gig: install and repair pipes, fixtures, and water systems. Sometimes in crawl spaces that would make a claustrophobic person pass out. Skills: physical strength, problem solving, and strong stomach. Trust me on that last one. The payoff: $45K to $100K plus, employed. Experienced plumbers with their own business, $100K to $400K plus, easy. Getting in: apprenticeship programs or trade school. Some learn on the jobs with smaller companies. Job number 4, welder. This is where art meets paycheck. I'm serious. Good welders are artists. They're creating something permanent, something that's going to last decades. The job? Joining metal pieces using heat and flame. Sounds simple? It's not. Definitely not. Skills needed? Steady hands, attention to detail, the ability to work in all weather conditions, rain, shine, or snow. Metal still needs to be joined. The money? Entry level starts around $35K, but experienced welders? $55K to $85K plus. Specialized welders, underwater, pipeline, aerospace, we're talking $100K to $300K plus. How to break in? Community college welding programs, trade schools, or apprenticeships. Here's the kicker. The average welder is 57 years old. You do the math. Massive opportunities coming up. Job number 5, carpenter. The OG trade. Jesus was a carpenter. I'm just saying. What they do: build, install, and repair structures made of wood and other materials. Everything from framing houses to building custom cabinets. Skills? You need math skills? Seriously. Lots of measuring. Physical strength and creativity. Good carpenters can look at a blueprint and see the finished products in their mind. The cash, $35K to $75K plus as an employee. Master carpenters running custom shops, $100K to $200K plus. Getting started. High school shop was just the beginning. Trade school, apprenticeships, or start as a helper and work your way up. The cool part about carpentry, you drive around town and you can just point at buildings and say, I built that. Not many jobs give you that kind of legacy. Job number 6, glazers. These are people who make buildings shine. Literally, they install glass in windows, doors, storefronts, and those massive glass towers that make cities look like something out of a sci-fi movie. The craft: cut, install, and replace glass in residential and commercial buildings. Everything from your bathroom mirror to those floor to ceiling windows in skyscrapers. Skills needed: precision cutting skills, steady hands, and no fear of heights. When you're installing glass 30 stories up, there's no room for my bad. The money, $35K to $65K plus for most glazers. Commercial glazers working on high rises and specialized projects, $55K to $150K plus. Breaking in, apprenticeship through glazer unions, trade schools with glass programs, or start as a helper with glass companies. Here's the crazy part. One mistake and you're replacing hundreds or thousands of dollars worth of custom glass. The pressure is real, but so is the respect when you nail a difficult installation. Job number 7, heavy equipment operator. These are the people living every little kid's dream. Remember being 5 years old and watching bulldozers? These guys get paid to play with giant toys. What they do: operate construction equipment like excavators, bulldozers, cranes, and loaders on construction sites, mines, and road projects. Skills: hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness, the nerves of steel. When you're operating a 40-ton machine, there's no room for oops. The paycheck, $40K to $75K plus for most operators. Crane operators and specialized heavy equipment, $60K to $200K plus. Getting started, equipment operator schools, apprenticeships, or some companies will train you if they're desperate enough. The best part? You're literally moving mountains. How cool is that? Job number 8, masons. These guys build things that last centuries. I'm not even exaggerating. Go look at buildings from 1800s. They're still standing because some of these masons took pride in their work. The craft? Work with bricks, stone, concrete, build walls, walkways, and structures. It's part construction, part art, part backbreaking labor. Skills needed: physical strength, attention to detail, and patience. You can't rush good masonry work. The money, $35K to $70K plus for most masons. Master masons doing restoration work or custom stonework, $60K to $150K plus. Breaking in, apprenticeship, masonry trade schools, or start as a laborer and learn from experienced masons. Here's what I love about masonry. When you're done, you've created something permanent, something that'll be there long after you're gone.
Hi, quick break here. If you'd like to take a free course in course careers, click the link below in the description.
Job number 9, roofers. These people are tougher than the rest of us. Working on roofs in all weather, dealing with heights that would make most people dizzy, and doing it while the homeowner below is complaining about the noise. The job: install, repair, and maintain roofs on residential and commercial buildings. Sounds straightforward until you're up there in 90-degree heat or 20-degree cold. Skills: no fear of heights, obviously. Physical fitness and the ability to work fast when weather windows are small. The payoff: $35K to $65K plus for most roofers. Experienced roofers running crews: $55K to $150K plus. Getting started: most learn on the job. Some trade schools offer roofing programs, but usually it's, here's the hammer, don't fall off. Real talk. Roofing has high turnover because it's hard work, but that means more opportunity for people willing to stick with it. Job number 10, painter. Everyone thinks they can do it until they actually try to paint a straight line. What painters do: apply paint, stain, and coatings to walls, buildings, bridges, and other structures. It's detailed work that requires more skill than people think. Skills: steady hands, color sense, and the ability to prep surfaces properly. Bad prep work shows up in every paint job. The money: $30K to $55K plus for residential painters. Commercial painters and specialized coating applicators: $45K to $100K plus. Getting in: most learn on the job, though some vocational schools offer painting courses. Start as a prep worker and move up. Here's something that people don't realize. Good painters are problem solvers. Every wall is different. Every surface has its challenges. And honestly, there's something satisfying about transforming a space with color. Job number 11, concrete worker. Building the foundation of civilization, literally. Every road, every sidewalk, every building foundation. Someone had to pour that concrete perfectly. The work: pour, finish, and repair concrete structures, driveways, foundations, sidewalks, parking lots. If it's made out of concrete, these guys build it. Skills needed: physical strength, timing. Concrete doesn't wait for you. And the ability to work in all weather. The earnings: $30K to $60K plus for most concrete workers. Finishing specialists and crew leaders: $45K to $100K plus. Getting started: usually on the job training. Some construction companies offer apprenticeships. The thing about concrete: once it's set, it's set. No do-overs. So these workers have to get it right the first time, every time. Job 12, landscapers. This is for people who want to do work outside and create something beautiful. What they do: design, install, and maintain outdoor spaces. Everything from mowing lawns to building elaborate garden designs. Your skills: plant knowledge, design sense, physical stamina, and customer service skills. You'll be dealing with homeowners who have opinions. The money: $25K to $45K plus for maintenance crews. Landscape designers and business owners: $40K to $100K plus. Breaking in: entry-level positions are everywhere. Many successful landscapers started with a truck and a mower. The cool thing about landscaping: the work makes the world more beautiful. And in a time when everything's digital, there's something real satisfying about working with your hands in the dirt. Plus, you get a tan instead of carpal tunnel. Job 13, appliance repair technician. Here's a trade that's recession-proof. When times get tough, people don't buy new appliances. They fix the ones they have. The gig: diagnose and repair household appliances like refrigerators, washers, dryers, dishwashers, and ovens. Skills needed: electronics knowledge, problem-solving skills, and people skills. You're going into people's homes. The paycheck, $35K to $65K plus for most techs. Self-employed technicians with good reputations, $50K to $100K plus. Getting started, technical schools, manufacturer training programs, or apprenticeships with repair companies. Here's the secret sauce. Specialize in high-end brands. Rich people will pay whatever it takes to fix their $3,000 refrigerator instead of replacing it. Job number 14, insulation installers. The unsung heroes of energy efficiency. Nobody thinks about insulation until their energy bill shows up. Then suddenly, these workers become very important. What they do: install installation materials in walls, attics, and crawl spaces to improve energy efficiency. Skills: attention to detail, ability to work in tight spaces, and the knowledge of different insulation types. The money, $30K to $55K plus for most installers. Supervisors and specialized installers, $45K to $100K plus. Getting in. On-the-job training is common. Some construction companies offer apprenticeships. With energy costs rising and everyone going green, this trade is only getting more important. Plus, it's one of those jobs that can't be outsourced or automated. Job 15, solar panel installers. This is the growth trade of 2025. Everyone's going solar. Homeowners, businesses, governments. The demand is through the roof, literally. The job: install and maintain solar panel systems on roofs and ground-mounted structures. Skills needed: electrical knowledge, comfort with heights, and attention to detail. Safety is crucial. The earnings: $35K to $65K plus starting out. Experienced installers and crew leaders, $50K to $150K plus. Getting started: solar installation training programs, electrical apprenticeships, or on-the-job training with solar companies. Here's why I'm excited about solar. It's a trade that literally saving the planet while paying your bills. How often do you get to feel good about your job and make good money? All right, we just covered 15 trades that are absolutely killing it in 2025. But here's what nobody tells you. The money isn't just in being an employee. After 14 years swinging hammers in the sheet metal union, I realized something. The real money is in you going out on your own. When I started my HVAC contracting business 15 years ago, I went from making decent union wages to making, well, let's just say I sleep a lot better at night. But don't get it twisted. You got to learn the trade first. You got to pay your dues. Make your mistakes when someone else is paying for them. Then, when you're ready, when you know your stuff inside and out, that's when you make your leap. The best part about trades? You're building something real. You're solving real problems for real people in a world full of digital noise. There's something powerful about working with your hands. Look, college isn't for everyone, and that's perfectly fine. Some of the smartest, most successful people I know never set foot in a university classroom. They learned a trade. They got good at it. They built businesses around it. And now they're living proof that there is more than one path to success. If this video helped you, smash that like button. If you want more unfiltered trade career advice, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And remember, so a guy calls a plumber because the toilet is clogged. Plumber shows up, looks at it for 30 seconds, pulls out his hammer and gives it a toilet one solid whack. Boom! Toilet starts working perfectly. The plumber says, that'll be $150. The guy goes, $150? You were here for 2 minutes and all you did was hit it with your hammer. Plumber says, you're absolutely right. Let me itemize this for you. Hitting toilet with hammer, $5. Knowing exactly where to hit the toilet with the hammer, $145. And that, my friend, is why we get paid the big bucks. Peace out.